Yep, I see the stream. And it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks very nice.
And you're still working on the timer.
Yeah, Xirtanul doesn't have a timer, so I'm gonna improvise.
The only thing I might suggest is making the commentators down at the very bottom. Just make that a little bit more visible. But, I mean, that's something that can be fixed pretty quickly going. That also needs to be updated. Those are not the right names.
You guys should be good to go. The timer will be tracked.
Then, I guess I'm gonna drag you guys over there.
Okay.
Stream is live, so make some friends, guys. Have fun.
Alright, thanks. Testing, testing. Hey guys, welcome to what is known as the Overflow tournament of the Fall Link to the Past randomizer. This will be the first match of group play. I believe this is group G, if I'm not mistaken. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's group G. We got JJBlu versus Xirtanul.
Looking forward to this. Are you excited? First race?
Yeah, first race and my first time commentating. It should be good.
Yeah, I think everyone is still in the excitement mode of the tournament starting, so everyone is trying to catch as many races as possible. I tried to stay up last night, but I had to go to sleep. But they have races all night long.
Right.
I was like, I just want to watch. I want to stay up. I want to watch these races, but I have to be up early. So yeah.
I was sort of like on the opposite end. I work overnights, so I could only watch maybe a couple before I went to work. But hopefully this secondary tournament is just as exciting as the main tournament, and I think it is. A bunch of great racers in the secondary tournament as well.
There's so many good people. I tried to break into the scene, and I'm just like, there's like 200 people that can just play this very well. They know what they're doing. You know, a lot of people have been running NMG forever, and then Randomizer comes up and tracks a whole different group of people that are really good at games.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna run a race. All right, I'm in last place. That's fine. That's fine. I'm getting better, but
Yeah, that's good.
yeah, everyone in this tournament is crazy skilled. So hopefully we see some really close races.
Yeah, they're just about ready. So, won't be long.
I think some of the problems with capturing for the boxes is that some people have their games not exactly cropped to the right resolution, or they stretch their game window a little bit to fit properly, or their layout on Twitch. So sometimes it's not quite perfect.
And we are underway on SRL. These
So
races will be getting started.
There they go. All right, so this is open mode, so you can start at the house or sanctuary.
Oh, hammer right off the bat. Very nice.
So they're both gonna. Yeah, I think with the hammer now, they're just gonna go head to Uncle and do escape. That's one of the things. The good thing about the open mode is that your route can diverge based on what you get early. Some people like to do different openings, but sometimes like, oh, I just got a sword or a hammer, I should go do escape now.
Right.
Xirtanul went into the secret entrance and fell down, whereas JJ went to the kind of exit of it.
Which is one of the normal starting routes. I like to use it as well. Not only to get the 2 items here, but to get a tree pole right outside if you kill a guard.
So it looks like Xirtanul's going to do the rest of Escape, but JJ is going to stick with the original plan of saving quitting the Sanctuary after doing the Uncle chests. So this we'll see where he goes after this. It might be Lumberjacks, it might be Houlihan. And yeah, the Cherno Sprite. Very interesting. I'm sure there's a lot of fans out there too.
And he's going up to get a tree pole. Our first look at the item drop is some small magic.
Yeah, he went ahead and threw the sign at the guy to get the hit. Hammer's really nice in Escape. If you look at Xirtanul's screen where he is just hammering these key guards, normally they take a few, like a poke spin or something like that.
And we got our first look at Lumberjacks, which is a magic cape, which could mean Aga 1 is required if there's a progressive item, or item to progress the game on Bumper Cave in the Dark World. So we'll be looking out for that as they move along.
It's not the most annoying thing to find up there because you at least know you'll be able to tell that Aga's not required when you get to Dark World. Sometimes it's like the shovel or something, and you're just like, oh, I need to exhaust everything, and then if it's my last opportunity there.
Yeah. So nothing on in the tree stump.
And just some red rupees. Xirtanul's going down here. Gonna have to kill the chain guard here. Fallen chain guy. Hammer's gonna make this pretty easy.
Yeah, because Hammer does the same amount of damage as the Tempered Sword, which will kill him in 2 hits.
Just a map, so not much going on there. I don't think he got the smaller key either, so... yeah, open mode makes escape routing a little bit different. He's going to go back to Link's house now. He's going to do south. He's going to check the dam. I don't know if he's going to do Moldorm next, but he's got the hammer, so it's a little tricky to do the Moldorms and hammers, but he might just be doing dam and then saving and quitting.
As JJ goes first look at blind sight, we got 20 rupees, piece of heart, the mirror, very nice item to have at the beginning, and a fairy bottle, which means they can check Sick Kid for another item.
Mirror's going to be pretty good when he goes to dam. It'll save him and exit. Yeah, it just saves you a lot of time to get it early. There's a lot of things to route in that you can fit in other places, or you get to do Eastern and then pod or something like that. Nothing in the dam. We'll see where Xirtanul goes next. Looks like he's gonna head to Mold. Oh, he wants the bombs. Yeah, he's doing south. That's interesting.
Yeah, don't see that too often. Usually players will go to Kakariko. But since he has the hammer and some bombs, he won't have the easiest time with Mini Moldorm Cave, as those guys are really hard to hit. Get a good hit in with a hammer. But
yeah, he's going to use bombs here, although he did take a hit from the bomb. But yeah, this is a little bit easier than hammering, probably.
Yeah.
Not much in this Kakariko just yet. Oh, there's a sword in Moldorm Cave.
Nice. Oh, and we got the glove in the chicken hut. There's a good find.
Yeah. So, yeah, now you're going to see Xirtanul saving with the Sanctuary and then check the whole left side. So, they're going to quickly get to parity once you see JJ head to South Shore. JJ's lost it to Hyrule Castle, too. Yeah, shout out to Zelmas for streaming and tracking. Tracking is really difficult to do. I've tried it before, and I don't know how people do that. So JJ is going to buy bombs here. He's a little low. He's only got 3, and that's not something you want. You really want a lot of bombs going to Moldorm, especially because he doesn't have a sword.
He's got plenty of money too, so he can buy some.
Now, yeah, the timer's about 6 minutes behind.
Red rupee in the library. They won't need that.
He's
going straight into the race game. He's not gonna go around and check what it is.
This is something that I see people do when they don't have a whole lot. Although hammer, mirror, and glove is some decent progression so far.
Mm-hmm.
There's really nothing you can do with it yet, but you're getting there.
Yeah. And it's just a red rupee, so he's not going to pick it up. He'll save and quit and probably head south.
We'll be seeing Xirtanul get into Kakariko and get his glove and mirror soon.
Yep. Now with these items, all they need is the Moon Pearl, and they will not have to... Well, that'll make Aghanim not required, and they will have full access of the Dark World.
Yeah, Aghanim won't be required unless
higher
something's a bumper
access.
cave. Unless something is a bumper cave.
Yeah, yeah.
There's coming up real quick. There it is. Unless the pearl's on the pyramid, anyways. Yeah, that's another reason where Aghanim can be required. He likes to make you think you don't have to fight him, and then hammers somewhere stupid, or he's got the pearl, or something's gonna be a bumper cave, and you're gonna have to do it anyway. All right, heading to Aghanim. Actually, not doing Moldorm is JJ. He's gonna go to not Aghanim, Agina's cave.
Yeah, a little out of the way since you can't access desert at this time. You need the book, but he just wants to get this location out of the way in case it holds a trolley item.
This is always a location where people always have trouble routing us in because it takes so far to get there. If you don't have the food or the boots, it just takes forever. And then you're just always like, well, I can go check Agina's cave, or I can just go to Aghanim.
Yeah,
and people just leaving it until you get food, or you have to go to desert.
Yeah, it's usually a last-ditch location if there's no other items I can find to get to the Dark World. But this time it doesn't work out for JJ.
Right.
So
this gloves for Xirtanul.
yeah.
So actually, you could just go to Death Mountain now. You would have to do Dark Old Man, and it would be a sequence break. But you can get the entirety of Death Mountain now, or at least Light Roll Death Mountain, and do Hera. Although, like I said, it might be lamp locked.
And also Xirta can finish, at least get the 3 chests at the end of Escape.
That's another thing, right?
That he couldn't when he did his first routing of Escape, the front end.
Yeah, so there's a few areas that they can go to now. You could always go to Sahasrara and dip in Eastern. There's that sword for JJ. So now we're pretty much on the same build. JJ's going to go check Ice Rod. I mean, that makes sense if JJ's going to go check Agina's cave, you might as well just go to Ice Rod. It's about a similar time investment.
Right. JJ will go up to check the Ice Rod cave.
Xirtanul doing the same thing, not even checking what the race game was and just doing it.
Yep. And it's not a big time loss. There's nothing there. You just lose your bomb. Maybe a couple seconds.
Yeah, for checking Ice Rod Cave. And this is something that can be a big game changer because some people don't check Ice Rod for a while. We didn't see, it's just a heart container. Heading now to Escape, like you said, is Xirtanul. Gonna check these last 3 chests.
And if he feels up to it, he might do the rest in the dark to get the last chest.
Yeah, if there's a key in here. If not, then the key is in that chest back there.
Yeah.
You don't need to do. Oh, there's hook shot.
Oh, huge find.
But there is an item back there. They're both doing. So they're both getting this hook shot right now. Which actually doesn't do much. They already had Death Mountain access with the hammer and the mirror. But now you have mirror plus hook shot, so you're probably thinking Swamp is going to have something.
Mm-hmm.
You see flippers soon. And you already have the hammer too, early hammer, so...
And with this, you'd think maybe Sarashla or Eastern has the lamp or the flute to get you up to Death Mountain, to use all those good items.
Or just the Moon Pearl, so you have to go to Thieves Town early and try to find
That's
it.
true.
You're going to see JJ go in and try to get this this item in the dark here.
Mm-hmm. Looks like he's in the sewer area.
If this is big, this could really shift the balance of the race.
Very true.
If this lamp comes pretty late, you know, and there's something required in here.
And just the bug net in Sarashla's cave. Yeah. And I'm trying to find the... No, he has a hook shot, so it'd make it a little easier. And only a pizza heart. Well, he gets it out of the way and doesn't have to think about it when he finds the lamp, so just good to get that chest out of the way.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see him head down to do what Xirtanul's doing and check Sahasrahla and Eastern, or do the rest of Escape. Yeah, rest of Escape actually. I forgot that he had not done Hyrule Castle.
Yeah, not yet. They also have access to Zora too. Both of them aren't at 500 rupees, but they can quickly...
Just one short if you're
Yep.
Xirtanul. Oh, there's the lamp. Alright, so I think he's gonna save and quit and go to Death... No, he's gonna continue. Okay.
Yeah.
He thought about saving, quitting, and heading up to Death Mountain.
Yeah, if you're here, might as well check the rest of the chests.
And get the big key too, because you're gonna have to... Well, I don't know. Did they map? I don't think they mapped. So he actually doesn't know if this is a pendant or not. Well, he might know because of the music.
Yeah. Yeah, he has. It's a crystal dungeon music. So.
All right, so now he does know. Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know if it's a 5 or 6 crystal though, for a possible Fat Fairy location. But
yeah, some people would just go ahead and try to grab the big key, check the rest of the chest here, just so you do know what you can and can't do.
Mhm.
I kind of messed up the Southwest room here, but not too major. And JJ messed up his key guard a little bit, had some trouble. Didn't take any damage though.
yeah, this many hearts, health shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, I think Xirtanul marked it as crystal because he heard the music. Yeah, he hasn't mapped yet though. So
Yeah, I haven't seen either person check the map yet.
it almost feels like early on you almost don't map sometimes because you're just like, well, I'm gonna go into all these dungeons anyway.
Yeah, and
So I'll find out if it's crystal or pendant when I get in there.
yeah,
It's
and then they
V26.
don't have the items to complete them, so just wait until later.
Alright, escape's done. Gonna go ahead now and save and quit to Sanctuary.
He might be heading up to Death Mountain right now.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just go ahead and just assume the lamp is in Eastern, which is a correct assumption. And so just say, well, it's not going to be a sequence break because the lamp is somewhere.
He's got one more location to check here in Eastern, in the big chest.
So the only way that this bites JJBlu comes back to bite him is if lamp is required, like Hera basement required, and he doesn't have the lamp, and there's no fire rod up here.
Right.
You're gonna see them basically be in the same spot, except just having the lamp for Xirtanul means Hera is 100% completable.
Mhm. So he has no problems getting through the dark there, and it's a lot easier if you do have a sword, so you can see the sparkle when you hold down the.
That's usually the first dark room everyone learns because it's really nice to be able to get up here.
Yeah, and pretty straightforward as well.
So we'll be heading up to Spectre Rock to see taking some hits from the cabbages.
Yeah.
I don't think that ever gets any easier.
Yeah. There's no way to route your way through. Oh, when we have the Titan's mitts and Spectacle, inside of Spectacle Rock.
It doesn't do much yet, but
Yeah.
that's
They'll have
always
full
required.
access if they ever find the Moon Pearl.
Right, yeah. If Moon Pearl's up here, which it's probably in Hera, then you can go ahead and just do Dark Death Mountain right now.
Mm-hmm. Or they could have the option of checking Super Bunny Cave for another sequence break later on.
Yeah, I've had not quite Vanilla Pearl, but it seems like Pearl shows up a lot in Hera because it usually ends up being the last Dark World dungeon that you check, or it's just the spot where it makes the most sense for it to be. You check Eastern, you check everything else, and then it's like, oh, I guess I just found the mirror, so it's gonna be in Hera.
Crystal check 3 and 2 are Hera and Eastern. I believe a pendant was in desert.
Yeah, blue or red.
As JJ heads into Hera.
Let's see if Hera is lamp locked. This could be very bad. There's a small key here. That's not what he wants to see.
Nope.
Got a chance. Got a chance to get out of here.
Even if you do have a fire source, you definitely don't want to see the small key right away. Oh, and there's the big key, so he can complete the dungeon.
Yeah, but there still might be something in the basement that is required.
Yeah.
But Xirtanul did Eastern and is not that far behind.
Yeah, so
a couple of rooms back.
Good
So
routing there.
yeah, he's definitely being pretty efficient. Gonna hit the color switch here, which will lower the pot so they can get the hearts before Moldorm. With only 3 hearts, with only 2 hearts, that's a pretty good call.
Small shield is the first item here. So he's hoping he gets the second item in the big chest or at Moldorm himself.
Yeah, looks like he's gonna drop down to get the big chest instead of hookshotting across.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to fall. Or bomb jump.
Ooh, and it's the map, so got a 50-50 shot at Moldorm.
Yeah, hoping Moldorm doesn't drop this compass. Because if it does, and there's something really required in here, like if Moon Pearl is in basement or something, that's going to be a big time loss.
Yes. So now see our first battle of Moldorm.
And use the hammer here, which is...
Yes.
I hate this fight with a hammer.
Yeah, it's tough, but it's the quickest way for sure. And if you get your 3 hits in, you don't have to see when Moldorm's in full crack mode and just goes berserk.
Yeah, the double speed. I got it.
Oh,
right.
Beautiful fight. Beautiful fight from JJ.
Took him a couple of tries to get that first hit, but got the rest. And it is the compass.
No, it's the compass. Oh,
so we're gonna see if Xirtanul can handle this fight. And then we'll go if he'll just go down to the basement right now or skip it.
It just depends, JLo. If something's important in the basement, then yeah, Xirtanul has a huge advantage.
Yeah, I mean, and he's ahead. He's done more stuff. Like he's
Yeah.
got the big key in Eastern. He's fully cleared that, except for the. So he's just done more. But I mean, if there's like Fire Rod over here, then it's not a big trek to go back up there and check it out. It'll lose some time, but it's not going to be as bad as going all the way to Eastern and then coming and checking this later.
Yeah, so both runners have very good skills at Moldorm, taking them down with relative ease.
Yeah, I'm not used to seeing a Moldorm fight where you don't fall 5 times because...
Yeah, even the best runners like Christos and those guys have bad Moldorm fights once in a while.
All right, nothing in the Spiral Cave. The slow Spiral Cave. And good use of the bomb there to get the invincibility by standing on a switch. Just gonna turn this into a cutscene. Yeah, you know, the Moldorm, it's random and, you know, a lot of knockback. It'll happen. I mean, especially if you're trying to be as efficient as possible, right? The faster you're taking the fight, the harder it is to not take damage or take a hit.
Correct.
Oh,
and
there's
we got
the
Moon Pearl, so he can breathe a little sigh of relief.
Yeah,
the Moon Pearl's not in the basement.
We'll see what is in there. Yeah, that opens the seed right up. He can now check the rest of Dark Death Mountain. He can see what's at Total Rock, and then he can probably head over Tide Cave and Thieves Town.
Yeah, most... Oh, and the flippers! Oh my god!
There's their swamp access. Actually,
gosh.
That's if swamp is required, which it probably is based on what we have so far. That is going to troll JJ pretty hard.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh no! Like, you just don't want to see that. You want to see face. You don't want to see something.
Well, though it opens up a lot, so.
Yeah, maybe
so
there's something.
It's more likely one item like maybe the boots if they're required, or the ice drivers required. It can be anywhere.
Yeah.
With all this area open up to the runners.
Yeah, there's like I said, you got Dark Death Mountain, you've got Hype Cave, you've got Thieves Town, you can dip in the Skull, you can dip in the Pod, you can't finish. But there's a whole bunch of places that he's going to go and look for these flippers before coming back up to Hera and checking that. So...
Yeah, you just hope sooner he gets the lamp or the fire rod, the better.
Yeah, but maybe swamp isn't required, and we just have all these items for no reason. And
that could be possible as well.
You can see a fake flipper to ice instead. Something of that nature.
Very true.
Oh, Xirtanul's going to bunny cave before doing...
That's interesting.
He's going to get his portal. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's very, very smart.
And then he's going to find the Moon Pearl here, and then he'll be very happy.
He definitely knows he's going to get... He has a very good chance of getting the Moon Pearl here.
Bomb Bust required for T-Rock.
Okay, yep.
And Turtle Rock is 6, and Swamp is a pendant!
Yep, so he might not need the flippers.
Yeah. Green at Turtle Rock, blue at Swamp, and 6 was Turtle Rock. I didn't see what 5
6 was Turtle Rock, and 5 was Pod.
Oh man, he might have dodged a bullet, but it feels like something's going to be in Swamp.
Yeah, it's still too early to tell. You got a lot of race to go, so we don't know if... Oh, the D is in Hookshot Cave!
Alright,
very nice.
That's gonna definitely point him towards doing Eastern and then Pod.
Very generous with the main progressive items here.
Although he still doesn't have this lamp. He'll get the lamp in Eastern, so... It's fine. We'll see if he goes to the Pod first.
That definitely will point him towards the lamp.
All right, you're gonna see pretty much the same stuff happening on Xirtanul's stream. He's gonna do Super Bunny Cave and then Hookshot Cave and check Turtle Rock.
Yep. Heading straight to Eastern, which is the best play you could hope for.
So a lot of things required. Flutes required. Canes required. Both rods are required. Boots might be required. We don't know yet. We don't know about Desert. So a lot of items left, but there's quite a few dungeons that JJ can do. So he's not going to be getting these flippers anytime soon. But we'll see if he even needs them. Yeah, like we've been saying, the fact that you have everything to go into Swamp is a pretty good indication that there's something in there, at least in this logic. But, sometimes those are just false positives, and there could be something at the Wishing Fairy, and that's the flippers might be required. Or it could just be that you got everything because that was your access for something else. You need the flippers for Ice Palace, and that's it. In which case, you can just fake flipper there, and it's not a big deal.
Mm-hmm. So Xirtanul picks up his bow.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to head right to Pod and finish off Eastern.
Yep, so he can finish both of them.
There's some kind of emojis you might need to... Yeah, correct, okay. Yeah. So boots probably not required. But there could be something behind the boot spots.
He'll probably check out Hype Cave, too, before he enters Pod. So we'll get to see there's much hype in the cave today.
We'll see if he fourth brands it and heads directly into Swamp after doing Hype Cave, just because he has everything for it. I mean, you have everything for a lot of dungeons.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't think he'll do Swamp right away because it's pendant. He'll come back if...
Yeah, you have two crystal dungeons you can do right now, but, some people do some weird stuff, so it is an option.
Yep.
People like to gamble. They like to make plays, right? They like to read and then see, like, oh, the seat definitely wants me to go to Swamp. I'll just go in here.
Mm-hmm. Bombs.
Oh, it's nothing.
These are... Yeah. Junk. Oh, well. Yeah, it's hit or miss with Hype Cave, this version. You either get everything or you get nothing.
It looks like he's just gonna walk. Is he gonna check Pyramid before going to Pod? Or...
Yeah, that'd be... Well, he might wait till after he does both Eastern and Pod. He could route back and go to...
Oh, he's gonna...
He's gonna check the island, see if he needs it, because he does have the flippers to acquire it. He could check Hobo as well, so that's really good routing.
Yeah,
Piece of heart on the island.
He decides not to check Hobo, and he's just gonna go to Pod.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dungeons, there's a bit of a bias now towards dungeons in this logic. They try to make dungeons more significant. They might have made it too significant. Oh, he's checking Hobo. So it makes a lot of sense to just go into any dungeons that you can complete right away and see if you can skip over World. But Hype Cave is usually something that people check just because 5 quick chests and you don't need a lot to access it. Just Pearl and Dark World, just Dark World access gets you into there.
Just narrow upgrade a Hobo. Nothing significant. As JJ's just about to head towards Armos.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have checked Hobo, but it's one of those things where it's you're never gonna check it until.
Well, you either check it early when you're fake flippering, or like he did when you're routing.
Yeah, there's a lot of that's one of those places that's just really hard to route in. So sometimes you just kind of go in there when you're nearby, because otherwise you're just like, well, I don't know. And at this point, you have the flippers in the mirror, so it's like, well, there's these 2 spots I can check, so maybe there's something there.
Yeah.
Alright, we're coming up on Armos. Got a couple of rooms left.
Seems to be getting through the
Good
dungeon
shots
just
with the
fine.
bow. Should have enough arrows too. Has 30 arrows. There's more if you want some.
Yep.
Alright, coming up in pod.
Should-
Small key in that chest, gonna mirror out. Alright, so we'll see if pod holds anything significant or if it's just there to be a crystal dungeon. Oh, this Armos fight has gone a little bit off the rails.
Yeah, I've seen different strategies, but
Generally, the strategy is not miss the first shot and get hit, but sometimes it happens.
yeah, they can catch you off guard with their pattern. But
You just get in the wrong spot
you
right at
finish
the start.
it off,
and-
okay.
Yeah, it wasn't too much trouble, just a little slower than people would like. Oh, that's interesting. So, yeah, he didn't grab the portal and go to pod and then mirror. So that's gonna cost him time. Although he doesn't actually seem like he wants to do pod. Oh, maybe he
Well,
didn't. Oh, okay.
He might have not done it because he didn't have the lamp at the time, so
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
just gonna do Eastern because he's probably more comfortable with the dark rooms in Eastern.
That was probably what his thought was. I don't have lamp here, so I'm not going to do pod. And then he finds lamp in Eastern, and it's rough because now that's going to cost him time. He had some ability to save some time by able to combo them, but he didn't do it. Now he's going to go probably do Thieves Town.
Mhm. Oh, he's taking a good route. That's what I usually do. First time visiting, I'll go up north to Skull to check the first few chests that I can access without the fire rod.
Oh, there's the Cane of Samaria!
Oh, nice find in pod, which was bow locked.
Yep. Yeah, that's not going to do anything quite yet. They don't have any medallions.
Yeah, no medallions to access either Maya or T-Rock, so they can't enter yet.
On the Hoof and Skull yet. First two chests were Small Key and Compass. I like trying to just dip in the skull lids, try to get as many chests as I can. And then you can go check Bumper Cave, which is a priority because we know where Cape is, and that's Agalocked. And then
First
you can
item in
also...
Skull is 300.
Yeah, 300 rupees. And then you can also route in the Graveyard Cliff cave. Although, this would have been a lot easier. This chest coming up would be a lot easier to check if they had found the cane and pod before coming here.
Right. So he's heading to the dark rooms to see what's the items in here.
There's six small key. Oh, it's the other cane. Two canes.
Wow, both in pod. That's you don't see that too often. Both canes in the same area, but now they can per the logic access areas like Spike Cave or.
You still need a half magic or they do have a bottle, but there's a big key. So I think there's 2 items left, but I'm not sure. And I didn't see what was in that Skullwood chest for JJ, unfortunately.
Oh, the flute! Wow, Pod's holding big time items. Huge find.
Oh, the fire rod was in Skull? Oh, man. The fire rod was in Skull. That's what that was. Okay. Alright. Cool.
Jeez.
So the Vanilla Big Key chest had the fire rod, and now it's go try to finish this dungeon with Fighter Sword and no half magic?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm skeptical, but that's just, you know how Moth can be. Some people are really good at this fight.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a tough ask. I don't think they have any potions either. But they have the hammer,
They
and
have a bottle, but I think it has a B in it.
some people can do this do this hammer fight really well. So we'll see how this goes. Oh, good mimics in pod there for Xirtanul. He's definitely doing this pod very well. Gonna use the lamp to save some magic? Yeah, probably worried about having enough fire rod shots for Moth.
Yeah.
Alright, so Feed for Fame says JJ was practicing the Fire Sword Moth earlier, so he thinks he's got it in the bag. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
That's practice. This is a race, sometimes it's a lot harder.
Yeah.
He's having trouble with this. He wants to try and get this mummy here.
Yeah,
with his hammer.
The small key for that door.
Oh, he's taking a lot of damage. He's down to 2 hearts.
Yeah, this is. Oh
right.
no!
No! He did that on purpose. He wants to get
Okay.
these hearts from this room again, maybe, or he just wants to leave. And he.
Yeah, he had second thoughts.
All right, he wants to leave. 2
I
hearts.
don't blame him. I probably would have went down pretty quick if I tried that myself.
Yeah. Maybe you can do Fighter Sword Moth, but it's a lot harder to do Fighter Sword Moth when you have 2 hearts.
Yeah.
Here's the Almasar fight. Also going to be in a similar situation. No silvers, no just Fighter Sword. You're going to have to use the hammer on here.
Well, he can use the bow as well. I don't remember how many shots it takes, but if you get a good pattern, he goes down real quick. Or he doesn't go haywire on you.
He's using the bow. Yeah. All right, got him in that pattern where he was standing still and just.
Yeah, when he swings his tail, he tends to stay in one spot for a little bit. So, good kill. Good kill.
It looks like it takes about 8. I think it takes 8 normal arrows. We are checking Bumper Cave.
Oh man, Bumper Cave is red rupee, so no agger required.
Oh, the bird! Okay, the bird got him.
Gosh.
Bumper Cave is the most dangerous place in the world to check.
Troll dactyls.
Oh my god.
Strike again.
Alright, so Pod's done. Gonna do Eastern now, get this last item at Armos. And finish that off. And then probably into Thieves Town or Swamp, or probably actually in the Skull, because it's the other pendant dungeon or the other crystal dungeon. But with the flute now, once that's activated, you can go check the Mire area too.
It's like JJ's heading towards Hype Cave as well.
Yeah,
see what you can find there.
Is he gonna route similarly and then go to Pod after Hype Cave, checking the pyramid or whatever? Well, it was Hobo for Xirtanul, but maybe he'll check pyramid. Flute and Cane in there. Oh, the Stalfos room went off the rails for Xirtanul. Both of our racers had trouble with the Stalfos room. Nothing in the Hype Cave. We saw that earlier. But we're going to see Eastern completed in a couple of minutes for Xirtanul. And yeah, looking like heading towards Pod. We'll see what JJ does along the way.
So it's interesting. They pretty much found most of the items besides Ice Rod, and they still don't have any medallions. So, and they could be anywhere, maybe even on the pedestal.
Could be anywhere. That is true. These are, in terms of pedestal dungeons, they're not that hard to finish. Although maybe you need boots to finish Desert. So. Yeah, gonna check the pyramid. Maybe there's something here. Xirtanul did not check it. It's just
heart container. But he'll definitely pick that up.
Yeah, they're kind of low on health. This is going to be heart number 10, maybe, or 9 or 10. Looks like 10. He's ending up around 12 or 13 by the end. But they still have green mail, so that could definitely make Total Rock sketchy. Ganon's Tower, really difficult. So any health that you can get, and it's a better Armos fight.
And there's a good Armos fight. That's the strategy most runners use. Just take them down real quick.
Chat's talking about their favorite skins.
I know.
I use the Wizrobe skin.
I was using Samus for a while, but I'm a big Mario fan, so I was using Toad, and now they introduced a new Luigi sprite, and I just love it.
Alright, so we have one racer exiting pod, one racer entering pod. If he's walking out, maybe he's gonna go check the pyramid or catfish.
Yeah, he's probably gonna route pyramid and catfish.
Yeah, and then with the mirror, he can do the Zora stuff as well after catfish. So that makes a lot of sense. He doesn't really have a whole lot of places to go. Otherwise, it's just in the dungeons now. Thieves' Desert and Swamp are mostly open, and he can go dip in the Skull without the Fire Rod, which he might be hesitant to do. But we know that the Fire Rod is in Skull Woods. Because in Randomizer, the trolliest location for anything is in its vanilla location.
Yeah, I think they use the Luigi sprite from the Mario and Luigi games, and it's awesome. The what would be the if you were to go into Dark World without the Moon Pearl, the bunny sprite looks like the 8-bit Luigi from the original Mario Brothers.
Oh, nice!
It's so awesome. Yeah. So he'll head up north towards Catfish.
Yeah, this is 5 items with the catfish and then into the Zora check.
Yeah, and the two new item places introduced for this version is the waterfall chests.
And you're probably not going to see JJ do this because no flippers means you would have to fake flipper and water walk to get into that Thin Fairy. So if there's something in Thin Fairy or Zora Ledge, that's going to make that missing the flippers in Hera very significant.
Yeah, but I think if he gets the flute, he might fly down to that location and fake flipper because it'd be easier to route.
Yeah.
You don't have to walk all that way to fake flipper.
And he just won't check catfish. Which is just a heart piece, or sorry, a heart container anyway.
But I think he'll gladly take that for more health.
Alright, we're about to come up on this Kena Samaria in pod. Thin Fairy's nothing.
But money.
Yeah.
Definitely not going poor this seed.
Yeah, well, with the addition of the extra 300 rupee in the pool with the Thin Fairy chest, it seems like you're less cash strapped. You would definitely notice it. And there's just more money on the Zora Ledge, so flipper's not required yet. We do know they're required for ice, but you can always just fake flipper there. So
yeah,
you're generally not going to worry too much about having flippers or not.
Correct.
Is that Jesus walk? No, he's got flippers. He's just walking.
Yeah. And what does Zora have today?
Life lessons.
Why even ask? That's usually the case.
Always the big 20. Alright, so we've got Sanctuary, so I guess we're going to see Thieves Town dip.
I expect him to activate his flute first.
Oh, well, yeah, that would make a lot of sense. That's something that smart people would do. However, I am not a clever person.
You play enough seeds, it sort of comes naturally, I guess.
Yeah, randomizer is like every seed you make a mistake, and then it's just like you make the mistake enough times that it's always in the back of your mind whenever you play, and you never make it again.
Yeah.
But I still see people flood the key and swamp.
just depends on the situation. You just don't think about stuff.
There's the flute and pod, so that's the useful items out of here. Still only fighter sword. Just gonna head to maybe Skull now and look scout these chests, or try Thieves Town.
Yeah. Although with the fire rod being in that trolley place, right, in vanilla location, we might not see Xirtanul look there right away, but it looks as though he's going to check those chests, so he'll have it soon.
And the fire rod chest will actually be easier to check because he's got the cane of Samaria.
Yeah.
People who, like, you really have to practice that room without the cane to really get good at it. It's really tricky. The people who run NMG have kind of are better at that because they have to do it like that normally.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta wait for this long cutscene for JJ.
Yeah, it's always always difficult having to sit there and wait for the wall to move.
This swamp and mire are just like, why am I bothering? Why did you put this in here?
And he skips the
He skipped
chest.
it. Yeah, he didn't go in.
Oh, this could be very interesting. We might not see him go back until he's checked everywhere else.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna go into. He did his cave check, upper cave. He's gonna walk and do the graveyard cliff cave, I believe. One of these mirror spots that's hard to route in. It's hard to come in here without boots, but we don't think boots are required to seed. So, because there's those 2 boot spots to either side of them, which are nice to route in.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Helmet Sword fight. We'll see how this goes. He said the bow strat is probably the preferred one without having like tempered sword or something.
Yeah, unless you're really good with hammer and piece of heart and
the hammer strat is
cave.
really rough. The hitbox is really bad on this fight.
Mhm.
There's 2 arrow shots. We need 8, and it's down to 4 hearts. Missing these arrow shots. 3.
He's not getting a very good pattern either.
Oh no, he's down to 2 hearts. 4, 5.
Ooh, he stopped there for.
He's got 2 arrows left.
Oh,
he got it!
The
He got
very
it, the
last
last
arrow! Oh my goodness! That
I
was
miscounted.
clutch.
He had 6 hits and not 5, and he was able to finish it off with 2
Oh my
arrows.
goodness!
He knew. He just knew. He wanted,
Yeah.
he wanted to make it interesting for us. He said, "Look,
Yeah.
I've done this fight a million times with the bow. It's easy,
Yeah.
but it'll be greater. It'll be better." He really just wanted to clip, right? Wanted to get on the clips page. All right, Village Outcast checks. It definitely looks like Zart's gonna head into Thieves Town after he opened the door there. He wants to check this first. Just the dungeon shouldn't be too bad. Doing it without boots can make you take damage in certain spots, but he's got the Cane of Burna for the fight if that goes hairy at all. So
Right.
I think we're going to be in pretty much the same spot pretty soon. We're going to see the flute activation here.
Although you could go check the Mari area, which is smart play just to know what if you
What
need
medallion
another
you need.
medallion besides Bombos.
Right. Considering that they haven't seen a medallion yet, maybe not. I don't know if that makes it more likely that Bombos is the only one you need. Usually by now I'm used to having 2 of them or so, maybe all 3. You get them pretty early now. they used to be pretty biased towards late game locations. You would always find your turtle rock. Oh, we were just talking
Oh,
about
and there's
that.
Ether.
So maybe
Yes.
Maybe Ether is the one with Myra, and he is gonna flute. Maybe he is gonna go to Myra, and we'll see if. Oh,
He's gonna
go
buy potions. Not a bad idea.
Maybe he's gonna go back. Maybe he's planning on
After
going back
leaving
into Skullwoods.
barely making it through another one.
Yeah, he wants to go maybe
We're
for the
gonna stock up.
Skullwoods.
And it looks like he's heading to Meyer.
Right, it does look like Xirtanul plans on finishing the. Some people like to check the front four, but he got the big key and he's heading out. It is the green pendant. So, wait.
Oh, he's too far over. He can't see it without the flippers.
It is a pendant. It's not properly tracked. All right, my area check. Maybe he goes in the desert too after this. Oh, messed up the,
no, he blocked the other chest. Oh, I hate when that happens. You press it when you think you're pressing it at the right time and it doesn't work.
Alright, here's the Hellway without boots, and actually only at 4 hearts. At 3 hearts. Okay. But yeah, the crickets that are coming up can end your life pretty quickly. So, he's in a bit of a sore situation here.
Yeah, without boots, it can be rough to get past these guys without getting hit. Especially a fighter sword, but I like to use hookshot strats like he's doing right now. It takes them out in one hit. If they get in your way.
He's being very careful.
And Ether is in Meyer, so they have access, or at least Xirta has access to Meyer now.
So Thieves Town is required, at least just to check that front chest and get Ether.
Yep.
Oh, another one heart!
Oh no! Watch out!
Alright, well, as... Oh, man, it's... If you can get to the jail, there's some hearts there.
It sucks not having powder too, because there's a bunch of anti-fairies in this, or at least a couple of anti-fairies to refill.
Yeah.
Refill your health if you get them.
Alright, we're going into the desert. JJ is gonna see what's in here. Maybe there's something on the torch, and boots will be required to make the seed.
Yep.
That much.
So they're both in pendant dungeons now, so...
Yeah, there's really not much other place for them to go other than the pendant dungeons. In fact, JJ has less places to check because he doesn't have flippers.
Yeah.
So you can't even go to
the small key. So we don't know if it's locking something on the right side of desert. And there's one item, the blue boomerang.
Yeah. So nothing. Oh, down goes.
No. Oh, I hate that when the.
Oh, that's a really bad time. That's a
red enemy comes through those doors and shoots through the doors.
He's like, I got Ether. That's what I needed to go to Thieves Town for. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Let's go do the southern part right here. Maybe he'll do Blacksmith Chain and Digging Game and so on.
So as Rick would say, in this logic, it's now a random number between 1 and 30 digs to get the item. So what does chat think the number of digs will take for Xirta to find his item? We got 1, 2, 3,
it's always
4,
like 15
5,
or 30.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Who picked lucky number 21?
No one.
Looks like Rilgon was closest without going over.
Commentators refresh the stream.
You win our love and appreciation today. Congratulations. So, JJ is entering Thieves, and he'll get his Ether Medallion.
Yeah, I think it's the second chest. Maybe it's the third chest. Meanwhile, Blacksmith Chain Hammer Pegs without boots. Always the most fun part of any seed. It probably brings up a good point. Maybe should have stolen the key from the back part of the desert and checked the right side of for that second item. Just the heart container, and Xirt's going to pass up on that heart container with 12 hearts already.
So what do the Smiths hold today? So he'll take the purple chest south.
Yeah, he probably wants to go check south of Grove or K45 or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, and Stumpy as well.
Yeah, and then he'll probably flute after. There's no Bombos tablet to check, so it's a pit. And then after that, hopefully he goes to the Mire area and sees that he can do Mire.
Mm-hmm.
TT is a pendant dungeon. It's the green pendant ninja. Oh, the green rupee. Yeah, pendants are...
Oh, the boots! Nice! From Stumpy! Wow.
Oh man, maybe there's something in the back of desert, or on the right side of desert.
Mm-hmm.
So there's the flute to 8. That I don't think you meant to go there. You meant to go to 7.
Yeah, he got too excited to get in the boots, I think. So he's having trouble with these darn grasshoppers as well.
Oh, pretty similar situation, down to 3 hearts. Yeah, it looks like Mire area is where Xirt's going. Gonna see that he can get into Mire, and maybe he'll check desert after or before. Actually, he didn't check, but he'll check on the way out.
Hmm.
Alright, we'll see if JJ can survive Thieves, unlike Xirtanul.
He has a couple safeties as well.
Oh yeah, he did buy
as
potions.
bottles, and
He bought 2 potions.
I know on his way up he used the cane of burn to get through the spike room.
Just gotta get to those hearts, and then you should be okay. Oh, there's a heart right there. Check where cave. Nothing useful there. He still hasn't checked Agnes Cave, so maybe he'll do that after he does Mire and then Desert.
Yeah, I usually save that for the very last after checking everything else.
Yeah,
that way you can just save and quit.
Entering Mire, and there's all the hearts that you'll likely need.
Yeah,
especially with the Canberna on this fight.
Yeah, he should have no problem completing the rest of it.
TT is green pendant firelight. It's correct on JJ's side, but not on Xirtanul's side. And Swamp is so I believe the pendants are correct on JJ's side. Mire still only on this fighter sword, and Mire on Vidi on fire sword is a bit. If they had silvers, it'd be a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're gonna see boots come up for JJ in about a minute. He's gonna do that same south sweep, starting with the digging game and then doing the blacksmith chain. Oh, Meyer is not a pendant. Oops.
Yeah, Myers Crystal. Pendants are Swamp, Thieves Town, and Desert.
It's very hard to track for two streams, let alone just for one. Pedestal inflation. Yeah, man. You think you got everything for the pedestal, and then you can find out. Nope, another dungeon to finish. Tricked you.
Yep.
All right, first item in Meyer was the blue pea. So maybe nothing in here.
Another small key.
Time to light some torches. He's having trouble with his menu. Okay, that's what he wanted to. He wanted the hook shot to the torch.
Ah. Yeah, the menu can be a hassle sometimes with what items you have. And there's the big key.
Yeah,
He's not in go mode though, so he'll have to keep searching for the other item.
He's gonna light these torches. Oh, don't get touched by that. Okay, that slug does a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Especially in green mail.
Yeah, it always seems to get in your way when you're trying not to hit the enemy.
He still doesn't have the fire rod. Forgot about that. He ducked out of Skull right before he got the fire rod, so this is a little bit more painful than it might normally be.
So, each player has one trolley item.
Yeah, they skipped in the
got.
dungeon. The fire rod will be a little bit easier to get, but I don't know if he's going to go back into the dungeon for a while. The flippers are going to...
Flippers, you might even not need them at all.
Right.
You still don't know that yet. Just matters where Bombos and the Ice Rod are. And they both still need a sword upgrade. Wherever that may be.
I had to light those torches for the map. So, the big chest and the small chest on the right side to check. And then hope maybe Vidi has the item. Swamp is red-blue. 5-6 are Pod and T-Rock.
T-Rock, yeah.
So probably nothing on Fat Fairy since they don't have the Ice Rod anywhere yet. Yeah, Swamp is probably blue and Desert's red, I believe.
And JJ will be relieved to get boots, so you can move around a lot quicker. Oh, and there's the Ice Rod! Oh my goodness! Huge find in Meyer.
That would be a lot better if he had found the Fire Rod already. And then he could just head... Oh, there's no Bombos yet. So, no, he still needs to find Bombos before he can get up into T-Rock.
So that's our last chance at a pedestal seat if Bombos is on the pedestal. But we still won't ever find that out because we don't have the book either. And a shield upgrade for him. So it looks like JJ's going back to finish Skullwoods.
He still has the 2 potions, I believe, so...
Yep, so he can just spam Fire Rod.
No, is he gonna...
No, he's heading south. Oh, he's probably gonna check Bonk Rocks and Graveyard Ledge. Or I mean, Graveyard Ledge.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, it makes good route.
We haven't seen these because Xirtanul went straight to Meyer after getting those boots.
Okay, we'll get our first look at Bump Rocks.
Even if this is anything, I'm sure Xirtanul will rough these in pretty soon.
Mm-hmm. They're quick
Although
checks.
sometimes people forget the boot spots. All right, Viddy, we have 5 hearts.
Oh, and he's going
And-
with regular arrow strats. Well, he's got 40
5
arrows, so.
Oh, 1 heart. Oh, he's dead.
God,
Oh,
no.
it just happened that quickly.
Oh,
He's got the items. So,
yeah,
maybe
he might
he'll
wait
just
and come. Yeah, he might wait and come back. Yeah, he is. He's gonna wait and
Mirror
come
in
back.
the
Yeah,
desert.
when he finds a sword or safeties.
Yeah, I think he's gonna do desert right now, and he can see what's on the right side. So maybe there's an item that's required in desert that would
It could
require
be,
a
yeah.
second trip for JJ. Of course, JJ had the option to steal the key from the back of the dungeon to check the right side, but didn't do it.
Yeah.
So maybe that'll cost him some time. And nothing in the King's Tomb either, so these boot spots were busts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. Go ahead.
The seed is definitely harsh because there's a lot of these dungeons you can complete, but you don't have any swords.
Mhm.
It's just the one fighter sword, the little cheap thing. It doesn't do much to anything. So, especially Viddy, it's one of those fights that's really easy when you have like cape and tempered or the silvers, but otherwise it's a real pain.
He's heading into Mire, so he'll eventually get his ice rod. And he'll be 1 item away from go mode.
Just looking for bombos. Well, we need to find that other sword too somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Could be in here.
There's the big key, so need the boost to complete the dungeon.
Some mushrooms. That's both
Oh,
items.
the mushroom fetch quest. Nice.
Could maybe cash this in right away.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. He can fill his bottles as well on that visit. That's exactly what he's gonna do. So we'll see what the mushroom holds.
Blue mail. Oh,
Hey, we got a mail upgrade.
that's
He's
very nice.
You wish you would have had that for the fight.
Yeah, maybe he would have lived. He took 2 quick hits, and he didn't have that much health in the first place.
But he might try to do, since he only has fighter sword, he does have 35 bombs, so bomb strat for the small eyes is an option.
We're going to swamp.
Ooh, he is gonna check swamp. So if he finds bombos here, that means JJ has to go get the flippers to complete the seed.
Yeah, Bono seems like it's pretty likely that it's here. The only other spot, let's see. We've seen just about everything except for I think swamp. Or like anything that we can't check right now. Maybe something in here leads to it.
And you might forget about that health refill if you're trying to go fast and get back on your routing.
I just recently learned about that you can get your heart refill there. It could be an ice. Like, he just doesn't have the fire rod, so he doesn't have ice available to him right now, but it could be there. And I don't think we saw the second item in Skull either. So
In Skull Woods?
yeah, we saw the fire rod, but we didn't.
Yeah, the other was I think 300 rupees.
All right. Red boomerang.
Mm.
JJ, gotta find this map in this vanilla big key chest in Mire. Gonna be upset at having to do that, but sure he'll be happy once he finds the ice rod.
just one last thing he has to worry about. One of the more trollier items.
Man, whenever you leave an item in a dungeon, it's always in the back of your mind too. Oh, hair basement. I hope it's not a hair basement. You just kind of put it off to the end because you're just like, well, if it's a hair basement, I've already lost because I didn't get it right. So you're just like, I'm just gonna check everything else and hope it's not there.
Yeah.
Because what's the point of checking it? Because my opponent has had it for like an hour. So.
Right. So he'll be coming up on the big chest in his ice rod. And hopefully he can finish off the dungeon. Compass in the second chest for Xirtan. Looks like he's going to do left side first.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense. He's still looking for 2 items. He doesn't know where the fire rod is.
Yep.
So you would check this first. If you're just looking for 1 item, you might skip it for now, and then because it's faster to check the upcoming chest, and then you can just I got 1 item, I can just leave. But with 2, you want to be completionist about it. Yeah, that's what we're looking for, JLo. If something is big here, then it's a huge advantage for Xirtanul. If not, he just wasted a lot of time that JJ won't waste, and also JJ can get into ice right now. He doesn't have the flippers, so maybe he won't think to go in there. But if Bombos is in the Ice Palace, it might be having gotten those flippers might actually be a really bad thing because it opened up swamp and there could be nothing in here.
Yeah. So hopefully JJ can get through this vitreous fight with little trouble, but
Yeah,
you never know.
He's got his potions, so...
Yeah, he's going with arrow strats as well.
Besides a bust, just some heart pieces. Or heart piece and heart container, so... Looking like JJ has this under control. He's got most of these eyes down, and he's still got potions, so if he takes a hit, he can just panic potion.
Yeah, he's having a good fight so far.
He has 6 arrows left.
That's not enough to kill him, but it'll lessen the number of spin slashes he has to do. Oh no! Oh no! He didn't think to use a blue potion. Oh, that's heartbreaking.
Is he gonna leave?
Yep.
Yes, he's leaving.
Oh,
man. So he's there's a second boss. He's just giving up on. This scene is rough.
It is rough.
Fighter sword. Do all your Dark World dungeons with fighter sword. Let's go. Do I have to? He's gonna go back in the desert now and get that. I don't even know what it was on the right side. I think it was another heart. How much damage did he take?
Oh, we have a first sword upgrade.
Oh, it's in swamp.
It's in swamp, so
maybe that's the thing that's necessary in swamp. Maybe there's no other sword upgrades, or they're in bad locations in Ganon's Tower or something like that.
True. They still have to go through T-Rock, so you got items there as well. Might have a sword upgrade.
Yeah, I think Vitreous does 4 hearts to green mail if he hits you. The lightning does less than that. It does, I think, 2. But he only had 5.5 hearts, so that's enough damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the staircase, when you go back to check the big key, the big chest, and then you walk up, and then it sends you back down. Just some bombs in that chest. So
Not looking good.
He's continuing. Yeah, he's
item.
continuing.
Yeah, might as well finish it off because you don't know what's on pedestal at this point.
There could be an item there. I haven't.
Hmm.
Oh, there's the
Once
blue
again,
mail.
another picking up blue mail after taking a bad vitreous death.
Yeah, Master Sword is in Swamp, which is going to make this Argus a little bit easier. But man, I hate doing this with Master Sword.
We've seen a couple races too where they've had to use menu strats to switch to hook shot and switch back to hammer to kill the puffballs. But he's having no trouble. He goes right through those. So he'll do 4 swing slashes with the Master Sword.
Yeah, no Fire Rod, no silvers. So this is his best opportunity here. It's just a map. So yeah, he's gonna take this blue pendant and leave. And so the only thing of value in Swamp was the Master Sword. Oh, we got Jesus walking here for JJ to check. Okay.
So does that mean that flippers aren't required?
Possibly, yes. We don't know about if that sword is significant or not.
Yeah.
At this point, it looks like they're about to 100% seed, so probably not.
It's looking more and more. It might be a blind pedestal pull for the Bombos.
Yeah, we've.
Although
Ice
we don't know what the green pendant is. I don't think. Has he?
I don't know. Did he? He didn't finish. I don't think he finished.
I don't.
Blind.
Yeah, I don't think he finished either.
Oh, it's really healthy seed now. Look at all these hearts.
It's like he's gonna fake flipper to go see what Hobo has.
Having some trouble.
Yeah, it's sort of hard to get right on the edge of the screen wrap. So Xirta's gonna check the boot locations, the bonk rocks, and
yeah, he's got to be troubled. There's not much he's got left. He needs to go in the skull and get the fire rod, and that'll point him towards ice, which is where he needs to go.
Yeah, I think all he has left is these locations, that chest in Skullwoods, and finishing off Thieves Town.
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to go into Thieves Town and try to finish it off first, because I think he left an item in there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can also cash in the pendant once you finish it. He might be thinking this is pedestal seed at this point.
Yeah.
He might be thinking it's pedestal seed for fire rod.
He could be heading up to Hera to check that item.
Oh, yeah, that seems like what he's doing.
Could check
Or we're going back in the mire.
Spike Cave as well.
Are we going back to the mire? He's gonna finish off Landmo. He thinks it's a pedestal seed.
He's thinking pedestal, so he's gonna finish off desert.
He might think the fire rod is on the pedestal because he didn't check that one chest in Skull Woods. Yeah, here's the Hera basement play. So he's got the flippers, and he's probably. I wonder if he's gonna go into. He's probably gonna go to ice because it's a crystal.
Well, that'd be the smart play. I say he could also take the gamble and swamp because there's more items.
Yeah, book could be a pedestal. Right, book could be a pedestal. You could have something like that opens up a few more items that'll lead to bombos. So we've seen cape, but it could be shovel. We've also seen it could be powder. That'd be something. But yeah, it looks like he's just gonna blind pull and then go with it from there. But if it's at ice, he is done for pretty much. Not finding that fire rod is actually going to be a much bigger mistake than not finding the flippers were for JJ.
I don't even think the flippers are required. So
Yeah, just to get an ice,
I
which
mean,
is
they're required, but you can make do without them by
trying
fake
ice rod
flippering.
strats for these land mode. Yeah, that'll just 2 shots will kill the land mode with the ice rod.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're not using it. Oh, it went right through him. He must have been too close.
I think the ice rod hitbox is a little smaller, so it might be harder to
Yeah,
hit.
that's true. Correct.
Yeah, I mean, he's not gonna. If he doesn't go in the swamp, he's not gonna find a master sword. So maybe that's gonna be significant. Maybe there's another sword upgrade along the way, and it'll be master versus tempered. And they haven't found silvers yet, too. So, tempered silverless versus master sword silverless is a significant difference in time taken.
Yeah. So he's gonna get Spike Cave chest, and it's 20 rupees.
Oof. That is a good point. Maybe he's gonna go to the pedestal, and then he'll just check that last. He'll check that chest along the way. That would make the most sense. He'll probably check that, unless he goes into it from the light world.
Right. And looks like he's gonna finish off Meyer. I think JJ's heading towards Swamp.
We're gonna be even, pretty much. Actually, I think if he's heading towards Swamp and not Ice Palace, that's gonna mean that even with this pedestal pull, that it seems like Xirtanul's heading up for, he's probably still in the lead because he's gonna. Well, let's see. No, he still hasn't done Skull Woods. I don't know. It's really close.
Yeah, it just depends if he goes searching.
He'll have Meyer
Silence.
done, maybe. Like, he's heading to do Meyer right now, so he'll have that as a bonus.
Yeah. He's having trouble with the block there. Where we all well, I had troubles with that before. So hopefully he'll get redemption on Vitreous.
I just don't know why he would go into Swamp and not Ice. Is this maybe he thinks it's also a pedestal seed? But I figured you would clear out Ice before
No.
you thought.
No.
Maybe he's really worried about doing Ice Palace on Fighter Sword.
Yeah, it could be too. You never know.
He said, I've died
Well,
on Skull and I've died on Meyer. I'm not going to be Cold Stare with what I've got. Well, Blue Mail and the potions, it seems like he
If he has potions, yeah, he can spam his fire out against
Yeah,
Cold
I don't know.
Stare.
Maybe he's just, like I said, maybe he just made the read that this is a Swamp Seed because of all the stuff he had early. And
Yeah.
and he's going to go in there. All right, Arrow Strats again. Berserk, but this time he's got Blue Mail and a lot of hearts.
Yeah.
Definitely looking like he's had more trouble with this fight than JJ did.
Oh, that one stray lightning bolt hit him. But I think he can take a hit and still switch to his potion. But he has a lot of arrows to kill him, so that part's definitely a lot easier. Oh, okay. Yeah, it can be rough if you're not good with the bomb jump yet.
Yeah, there's
Although
a lot of little tricks and jumps and things like that that you just have to be in your game about to make that primary tournament. God, I know I've wasted 15 bombs and a potion trying to do the bomb jump on Ice Palace, so that's tricky. It's tricky. Some people can just go in there and just drop it down and do it with no problem, and I'm just like, I'm okay. You just like lose minutes in Ice Palace compared to the top racers because they can do it in their sleep basically.
Oh, let's see where. Oh, he's going to finish these.
Thieves Town, yeah, he wants to finish Thieves Town, so to check the pedestal, and then maybe he'll get his fire rod along the way. And I think he's gonna feel maybe a little stupid if there's really nothing on the pedestal and he just finds the fire rod, because that'll open up ice. But I think he'll actually end up being decently ahead. He'll finish Skull maybe, and then he'll be able to just go straight to Ice Palace, whereas JJ still needs to finish Meyer and still needs to finish Skull, and still needs to finish Ice. So we'll see how this shakes out. Sometimes it can be hard to tell who's ahead, but I think Xirtanul's done more than JJ.
Yeah. Now he has the boots to get through that room fairly quickly.
Yeah, it's a much easier rerun through this dungeon. He doesn't actually have to go upstairs either, just has to switch. Having the boots, having all these hearts and blue mail. Sometimes the game expects you to go in and kill Skullwoods and Thieves Town like right away, and you're just like, can I get something to help me out? Like, you get an early fire rod and Darkhold access, and you're like, all right, I've got 6 hearts and green mail and a fire rod.
Yeah.
Let's go kill Bacula. And you're like, I need to check everything to make sure I get some hearts. And there's another heart. They have now 16 hearts apiece here. Yeah, I mean, Pedestal gives out Bombos, but it's also likely that it's a nice palace. It's more likely to be a nice palace. There's more chests there. But Bombos is definitely something that could be on the pedestal.
And JJ will be much relieved to be picking up his first sword up, or it'll be a second sword upgrade for Master Sword.
Yeah, he'll be getting the Master Sword soon. Alright, blind fight, and so he's got pedestal, plus he still has Sahasrah where he can cash in this pendant, so it's like 2 items versus 3. Of course, we know that this logic's a little dungeon heavy, so might be more likely to be a nice palace just because it's a dungeon.
Yeah, but he still can't access it without the fire rod.
Right. Which he should find going up. Maybe he'll check that chest before doing it, or maybe he'll just mirror and check it normally.
Mm-hmm.
He might, like, if Bombos is on the pedestal, he might go to Ice Palace thinking that the fire rod is an Ice Palace and then clear it and then be really confused. He might have forgotten about that chest in Skullwoods, in which case that would be a disaster.
Right. Yeah, because fire rod and skull really trolling. And well, he could check that chest first before checking pedestal.
He's going in this the normal. He's not going directly to the pedestal.
All right.
All right, looks like we're heading to Ice. On JJ's side now, he doesn't have Miter cleared, and he doesn't have Skull cleared. So even if he finds Bombos here, he has to go back and do those. Oh, he is checking. He's gonna get the fire right here. And
he's probably like, "Oh my god!"
He's gonna facepalm.
I completed 3 dungeons thinking I was gonna get the fire rod at the pedestal, but they still don't have Bombos yet, so that can save him. And there it is.
Yeah, he's gonna check pedestal, and now he's hoping that's on Bombos that he's done all these.
Yeah, he's really open Bombos on pedestal now.
He's thinking if Bombos is on pedestal, he's won, and if it's not, he's lost.
Yeah, for sure.
Just doing those pendant dungeons and finishing them, and going back into them to finish them.
Right.
Which he did that for Thieves Town, and he did it for Desert. He went in twice. He must be thinking that it's pretty. Oh, we're gonna get some pedestal hype up in chat.
Yep. Pray for pedestal Bombos. Or the book. That'd be even trollier. It is.
Piece of heart.
Oh no, piece of heart. So it's looking like Ice Palace is holding the bombos.
Yeah, but I still think Xirtanul's ahead because he's got the Mire and the Skull kills already.
Yeah. Still too. Yeah. You just never know. It could be a Sarashula too, so that'd give him a big advantage too, because
that's what he's thinking. He's thinking, okay, it's still Sahasla, and he'll probably check that before going on the ice because that's the advantage that he knows he has.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have potions. I don't know. He does have potions. Okay, so this fight shouldn't be too hard. We're gonna have to see, pay attention to JJ to see what is in Ice Palace. If it's not Bombos, then it probably is on Sahasrahla.
So he doesn't have to do the bomb jump because he can access Cold Stare using the Cane of Samaria to use on the Switch.
Received some Fighter Sword spins from Xirtanul on... Not Fighter Sword, Master Sword. And he's got a lot of health. He's really tanky. He's just going to match face, and then if he has to, he'll just eat a potion and spam that Fire Rod. Yeah, he's got it done. No problem.
Yeah.
That's the most elegant solution, but you know what? It worked. And that's his items for Skull, so let's see if he's going to head to Sahasrahla or go straight to Ice Palace.
You'd probably think he'll turn in the pendant first.
I think so. That's what I would.
I would have it in the back of my head if the run's riding on the green pendant.
Oh, so small key in the chest above the big chest room, which is really good because now you can just go into the store in Ice Palace.
Yeah, you don't have to hook shot your way around.
Or bomb jump. There's a bomb jump that you can do in that room, which is also kind of painful. And if he's not confident with the ice, he's going to ice. He's not checking his Sahasrahla. Okay,
Oh, no.
We're gonna be in the same spot. JJ having trouble pulling his tongue, and he had to knock down the skeleton.
Oh, the shovel, home!
Oh, it's a dig spot! Oh no, don't be a
Could
dig
be
spot!
digging for bombos.
Who buried this medallion?
Yeah. Who was it?
It's one of those items you see, and you're just like, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Because why would this be easy? Why couldn't the game just give me what I needed right now? And the powder!
Oh, I love this scene. Oh my god.
I want to marry this seed. I'm going to propose to it.
If the dungeon wasn't trolly enough, here's some troll fetch quests for you.
And I'm going to check the big chest now. Maybe it's the cape.
Oh no, it's not
an Ice
here.
Palace! But there's 2 more spots to check now.
This is absolutely nuts.
Alright, so we're looking at 3 more spots that Bombos could be. Digging spot, the powder spot, or Sahasrahla with the green pendant.
Yeah.
Xirtanul's really hoping it's Sahasrahla, but it probably is okay if it's at the other spots. He won't be. He's ahead because he's got 2 extra crystals. He's trying to bomb jump though, and it's not going well.
Yeah.
Oh! JJ doesn't have enough magic. He's gonna have to use a potion. He was trying to kill it for extra magic. So he's gonna have to use a potion after doing 7 fire rod shots here, because you need your entire magic bar to melt this shell. Unless you have bombos. Which, of course, we don't, because that's what we're looking for. I'll let him
He's going
spam.
for sword swing strats. I don't know.
Just spam your fire rod on a couple of them. You can kill.
Yeah, well, it's hard to get a good angle
Oh,
sometimes.
get the
They're
double hit there.
crazy movement. One's down, so he hasn't gotten hit. 2 down, so
Yeah, it seems like it's gonna be easy to clean up. Even he can take a few hits.
exactly. And there he goes. Smooth fight. And he'll be off on his fetch quest.
I'm sure he would have liked to save that potion if he could have, but he can always go buy another. He's got some money.
Yeah, they got plenty of money.
Xirtanul finding the shovel and probably thinking, of course.
Yep. So where is JJ gonna go first? He's going to the Bat Cave. Oh no, he's going to finish Mothula. Okay.
JJ's gonna be real happy it's not on the pendant. It's not on the pedestal because he would have a long way to go if that was the case. Because
he hasn't completed any of the pendant dungeons.
Yeah. All right, there's the last item for Xirtanul, and he's just gonna go ahead and kill off Cold Stare now, and he's going to be just 1 crystal away, but not being able to get into T-Rock.
Yep.
Sucking of a magic here, so he doesn't have to use a potion. So it's going to be a lot easier than it was about an hour ago when JJ tried to kill Mothula the first time.
I don't even think he made it to Mothula. He got grabbed by the Wallmaster.
Oh, right, he went down to 2 hearts, and in trying to kill the mummy for the key. He has the key now, though, so he doesn't need to deal with that.
Right.
Alright, actually, we are going to use a potion on Xirtanul's side, because he wants to fire out these guys, and he's taking some hugs. I wonder what those feel like when you hug them. They look a little fluffy, right?
Yeah.
It's like cotton candy. A bit plush.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a something. I don't
A
know.
giant eyeball.
Yeah. Whatever the enemy on Kirby is.
So that is 100. That is all of the dungeons but 1 fully cleared out and gotten for Xirtanul, and he still does not have the item he needs. He's got 3 spots to check, which are the digging game, not the digging game, the dig spot, the powder in the Batcave, and Sahasrara.
Yeah, Krakow is the name. That's what they remind me of.
He is going to Sanctuary.
He's gonna check powder.
Yeah, powder, and then dig spot, and then he'll save Sahasrara for last. I'm hoping to set one of these, because otherwise it's not going to be a particularly close race.
So, to the Batcave for fetch quest now. And we have
5 arrow upgrade.
0 for 1.
Zero has to be thinking that he's way behind. If you've cleared out all the pinned dungeons that you blind pulled and it was just a piece of heart, you are thinking that you wasted a whole bunch of time
The two
Your
runners are
opponent-
going
your
to meet at
opponent's
the
in-
big spot. What if
Yeah.
they both
They
shell
both find
bombos at
combos,
the same
stereo
time?
combos.
Oh my gosh, that'd be great. Here we go. This is awesome.
Oh my god, they're on the screen at the same time.
What is it? It's bombos!
Oh, at the same time!
Go mode! Let's go!
They flew
Can't
away
write
at
this
the
stuff
same
up, baby.
Oh my god. Alright, so it's T-Rock, but wait, what? Where is... Where... Why are you checking the Batcave? You gotta go to Meyer. You gotta
I
go-
think. What? No.
You gotta... Maybe he wants a sword.
Maybe he's looking for silvers or a sword upgrade.
Yeah, they don't have silvers. That is correct. This is going to be an Axe Ganon fight, even with potions and a lot of hearts.
Well, you'd have to think Link at least they'll find an upgrade or
Or silver.
half
Yeah,
magic or something
mean,
on the way because they've searched everywhere
everything
else.
else, they've literally cleaned out the map. Every overworld location, I believe, has been checked except for the things that are book locked. And maybe Fat Fairy has both sword upgrades, or a sword upgrade and silvers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sword upgrade in T-Rock seems pretty likely. Something like that in T-Rock, or
Yeah,
in
you
GTs.
usually find an upgrade on the laser bridge. I've seen.
Alright, so the Vitreous fight is the thing that's separating these two runners. JJ needs to go in and kill Vitreous. Actually, if he had used his potion earlier in the fight when he was actually fighting just Vitreous himself, and was only a few hits away from killing him, this would be a very, very close race. There's half magic.
Nice.
That makes the Master Sword Silverless fight a lot easier. Even if they don't find another upgrade, just having all that magic really helps, especially if you don't get the Torch glitch.
JJ still has to clear out Meyer.
Yeah, he died Vitreous, so he just has to go in and kill him. Oh, we got a Cane of Bernadash.
Nice.
Swaggy. A little swaggy. I like seeing that. Do it again. Yeah. All right. There's this full magic upgrade right outside, so it's okay to spend your magic dashing through that. Yeah, the half magics have made this dungeon a lot easier. Sometimes this fight, the Trinex fight with the hammer, can be a little bit of a problem, and you run out of magic. And just being able to use fire out here to kill these pokies is really nice too.
Mm-hmm.
Because just trying to kill them otherwise is a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, the Chain Chomp rooms, he's having much trouble. He got chomped once, but he gets the iframes there, and there's the big key. So he's probably going to steal the key and then go and skip everything else. I actually probably going to check everything else because he wants a sword upgrade.
Yeah, sword upgrade.
Maybe he thinks he's really behind and he needs to not check anything.
Well, you just check along the way, and when I can gain a tower, they'll check the last chest, like the mini
Burner strats on the eyeballs. This is kind of slow because it really likes the game. You don't have that much magic either.
Yeah. Well,
He only has 9 arrows, so you can't do
it's
the
a
arrow
safe.
strat.
Yeah, it's a safe
Is he gonna
way.
potion do, or he's gonna do
Yeah,
this?
he's gonna use up his hearts to do the damage boost strat.
Nope. Let's do the potion. He was saying this damage boost is not working.
Yeah. He'll take the safe route. Get the fight over with.
Yep, Xirtanul is checking. He checks that island chest, which is just a big 20. So he's looking for that sword or those silvers. He doesn't
Yeah.
want to do Ganon Master Sword Silverless. Yeah, Ganon tells you where they are, but sometimes it's very vague, right? Did you find him in the Light World? But we would know that it would be like locked behind Book in Light World now. But sometimes, you know, just like, oh, well, there's a bunch of chests I didn't check. You know, we're gonna see if he checks Mimic Cave here too. I've seen some races where a racer checks Mimic Cave and finds Tempered and wins because of that. So, is there a Silvers? Where were Silvers?
No,
He
they
doesn't
don't have
them-
silvers yet.
He doesn't have them tracked. I don't think.
He's gonna check Mimic Cave for silvers.
Or maybe maybe he just didn't equip them. But Red Mail.
Ooh.
You're losing your mind. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see Silvers in Swamp, and certainly I think JJ would have used
No,
Silvers
neither
to
of them
fight
have Silvers.
Vitreous. Yeah. I think it would have used Silvers to fight Vitreous if he had them. I don't know the exact timing. There's Silvers!
Oh man, right
Big
along the way
chest.
too.
Yeah, big chest. Alright.
There's the small sigh of relief. Don't have to do an extra 24 spin or spin slashes.
Gets right in that roller room. Gets through, uses iframes and walks over. And we're about to come up on the laser bridge. We'll see if he can do skips or if he's just going to use his Burna to try and get them as fast as possible. I can't do skips. Need to practice those for sure.
Yeah. Got a little better, but it's it's a lot easier with boots.
Yeah, he's getting them. There's his key. Is he going to peace out now? No, he's going to try and...
He's
Alright.
gonna search for a sword upgrade.
And he pulled out his Cannon Burner too. Alright, but he didn't use it.
Oh, nothing.
Nothing. I guess they're in Ganon's tower.
Oh, Trinex could drop an upgrade too, but
Oh, he's taking some hits. Alright. Red Mail, half magic. Hammer, it can be a little tricky. It doesn't take a lot of practice to get good at it. He's got that swag cane strat too. Showing off his Turtle Rock swag. I got these cane dashes. I got these double hits. I got everything. Yeah, Master Sword and Swamp. They probably would have been a little uncomfortable going into Ganon's tower with Fighter Sword. I mean, they would have assumed, right? But, you know. Ooh. He's having trouble hitting this Firehead. He's got it, but the ice is going to be on the ground.
yeah, that's gonna make us.
He's got a
It's
lot
gonna
of
be more
health,
difficult.
though. I'm trouble menuing. He's just
Oh.
gonna spam with the Master Sword. He's got it. Okay.
Yeah, he's got that. So he looks to be in good shape to finish off Trinex.
Yep. So it looks like JJ's just a little bit behind in this T-Rock. Certainly it's enough time that he could make up with a bit of some
Especially-
execution in Ganon's tower or some routing in Ganon's
Yeah.
tower.
Or especially if they're forced to do Master Sword Ganon. You never know
That's
how that plays out.
B bottle.
And a bee in a bottle.
Yeah, Master Sword Ganon, the season's not over till it's over. It's easy to fall, easy to die, even with all this health.
hmm So, also as a tradition on the we're heading on Ganon's tower, and there are 23 chests. Each
Yeah.
one can contain the big key, and we want to know what you think which chest contains a big key.
Donna says tower room. Everyone else, there's always someone that guesses tower room, right? And this would be the seed to guess tower room 1.
Ninja thinking it's in Bob's chest.
We'll see. We'll see if maybe Xirtanul goes right side. I do know that somebody's like to do that. JJ is going to skip the island chest, so he's going to save himself a little bit of time.
Yeah.
We'll see if it's like right side and JJ goes right side, but Xirtanul doesn't. Then it could catch up real quick.
Yeah.
Lot of race left.
No small keys, so he's probably going to be forced to do left side.
Yeah, some people like to do the right side if they find a small key there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a relatively new strat I've been seeing. There's the small key, and so Brick Bob.
Yep. No Bob this race.
JJ also skips a Mimic Cape, but he does find the silvers, so he's made up a little bit of time.
Yep.
So we'll see. He'll probably also skip the laser chest as soon as he gets, if he has enough keys.
Mm-hmm.
There's Tempered Sword.
Oh, wow. So now he can just not worry about any more upgrades. He can just fly through and try to find the big key off the seed.
Yeah, I'm sure he's a lot more comfortable now. It went from kind of sketchy to easy.
Yep. Another small key.
He forgot to pick this small key up.
Oh.
Probably doesn't matter that much. I mean, he's got plenty.
Yeah.
Oh, he misses the bonk over. Takes a couple of hits from this. JJ trying to get the powder. Yeah, ferry this powder. Powder this ferry. I can talk. And he'll be coming up on Trinex. Oh, we got the random room coming up here for Xert. Quake. Oh, red potion is nice find, but not here.
Number 13 is a green ruby.
Oh man, it might be right side, but you just can't check right side on the seed unless you grab the torch key and then go right side.
JJ's using Master Sword strats for next.
Oh, Xirtanul trying to get over to the portal and bonk. And even if it is right side, you're still probably better off going left side and getting the Tempered Sword than just doing right side straight away.
Right.
Alright. Ice Armos with 16 arrows. You have to... Is he going to go for more arrows? He's going to powder.
Yep. He has silvers now,
He does have
so...
silver, so it could be... But Ice Armos could be tricky.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the strat, so he's gonna finish these off pretty... Oh, no! Oh, gosh,
Okay,
he slid to
alright.
the top corner. Okay.
It worked out. It wasn't that bad. Oh, Mirror Shield!
Keys on the right side.
Oh, man. How terrible was the seed? Well, there was a lot of Fighter Sword bosses you had to do. Master Sword was in the swamp, and they found Tempered in Cannon's Tower. And it's right side, so that's kind of doing it. Yeah. Xirtanul did a blind pedestal pull, and it was just a piece of heart. So he's probably feeling really behind right now, although he might be feeling a little more confident that he's in Ganon's tower and the race isn't over yet. JJ can't go to the right unless he grabs the torch key,
Yeah.
and then he would have to go back down, and then he would miss Tempered Sword anyway, unless there's like butter over here.
See what he does. Oh, he's going left side.
Oh, there's the big key. No tower room. Sorry,
Not in the
Notice.
tower.
Not in the tower room.
So what chest was that? That was
19?
was-
18 or 19?
18 or 19, I think. That was 18, yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Alright, so here's the gauntlet. Gonna be pretty simple, all in all. This is... the good thing about doing everything in a seed is that you get a lot of stuff. So they're at 17 hearts, red mail, tempered sword, and they have powder too.
They would only have... that upgrade would have only been their Master Sword if they didn't go Penance Swamp.
Right.
So that's kind of trolly.
There could be another sword up here, though.
Yeah, very true. Say, only other place it could be would be tile room, the big chest, or they
Behind
never
on the tablets.
the-
There's a book.
Xirtanul never checked the tablets. Well, yeah, they don't have the book, or they never checked the green pendant either.
Oh, that's a good good point. It could be at Sahasrara.
So Xirtanul enters the gauntlet. Plenty of hearts. All the weaponry, and you need.
He has a red potion at least, maybe a blue potion too. I lost track of how many he used in the blue potions, but there was a red potion somewhere that he picked up.
Yeah, he's having no trouble. He's moving right along.
Very clean fights. Yeah, there's that red potion that was in the random room next to Tempered.
Very smooth. The gauntlet. He'll head up on Land Molas too,
Doesn't even want to powder the fairy. Says, let's fire rod this guy.
using fire rod strats. Oh man.
Ah, clean.
Very nice fight.
And then he turns around and blocks the shooter with the shot with the mirror shield. Ah. Yeah, he probably won't be happy with everything in the seed, especially the blind pedestal pull, but I'm sure he's happy with how he's played. He did have the death in Thieves Town, but he's been doing the later dungeons pretty well.
Yep. Smooth movement for the torch room.
JJ's about to fight Ice Armos. He doesn't have his silvers equipped yet.
Yeah, he remembers he has the silvers.
Not even checking these chests. He sees the timer. He knows he's about to hit 2 hours.
Yeah, he knows it's probably really, really close. He's not checking the chest. He's just grabbing the hearts and the fairy and the magic bottle. Looks like he'll have an easy time with Moldorm too. He goes down in a flash.
Let's hope he validates. Oh, it's the book!
Oh, very
Look!
nice. Very nice validation item.
Butter at tablet confirmed.
Kill Ganon and go home and read a bedtime story.
The story of how I killed Ganon.
Yep.
Oh no, JJ's doing Tower Room.
Well, that could be his last-ditch effort gamble.
Yeah, that's
Thinking his opponent wouldn't have done this. It'd be the only way he could catch up. It's gonna be unfortunate it's not here. As Xirtanul gets trolled a little bit by the Agatube beams.
nice double there.
Good double, yep.
300 rupees for your Tower Room trouble, but Aga is down and it's off to Ganon.
He's gonna be relieved just to have this. Oh, he has to hurry. Oh no, he didn't make it to the door in time. So he has to relight the lamps.
This room is awful, and he doesn't have that much magic. Oh, there's the full magic. Okay.
It's so trolly with the enemies in that room.
Alright, here's the Ganon fight. Looking pretty good so far.
Yep.
He doesn't get the fire bat phase just yet though.
12 slashes each phase, or first two phases. The spin slash counts as 2 hits.
He's taking some hits, but that's probably what I would be doing too. Just
Yeah.
like you have 2 potions, so go in here and try to
Potions,
get his face.
and he's got Burner too. Albeit a lag fest. He can use that for safety. But he's through that phase, so he's going to be ending this fight real quick. Find the arrows in Turtle Rock. Why, yes, they were right on the way. He gets the torch glitch.
One more shot should do it.
Yep. He's gonna potion up just to be just to be safe. He doesn't want to redo it because of a Ganon hug. Oh, perfect position to end this right here.
Oh yeah, there's the double.
GG! Very nicely done by Xirtanul. He will win this race.
With basically a 100% of the seed. He there's very few places he didn't check. The tablets and the tile room is basically it.
Finishes with the SRL time. So congratulations, Xirtanul. He will move 1-0 in his group.
Maybe you cut out 2:03:59 is the time.
Mm-hmm. JJ not far behind at all. So good race by both of these guys.
We'll see.
Yep.
JJ's not too far behind. This is going to be a difference of a few minutes.
Yeah, Xirtanul's definitely commenting on the crazy seed just completed. He will be joining us for a post-match interview.
Yeah, he closed Discord, so he wouldn't have any spoilers or any kind of notifications. So it'll take him a while. But Lanmo 2 fight here.
Pretty
good.
solid.
There's temper spins.
He'll get him on this phase.
Yeah, this really won't be a bad effort at all from JJ.
Just a couple bad instances of only
Really?
having the
really the death at Meyer
sword.
is kind of what ended it for him. He had a chance otherwise.
Yeah,
Having to go back in and do
it's
Meyer
just so
put
tough
him far back.
with a fighter sword for these tough bosses. But he gets through that room pretty quickly. Looks like Xirtanul's be here shortly with us.
JJ conserving his magic using the lantern here.
Mm-hmm.
Put his fire out. Yeah, his race is almost over. Heading up to finish these last few rooms off before jumping into Aga 2. It's going to be about, I don't know, 7 minutes behind or so. Pretty close race.
Okay, hey Xirtanul.
Hey guys.
Congratulations on your win. I can imagine your thoughts on the seed, but let us know how you felt, how it went.
Well, to be quite honest, I honestly thought it was a pedestal seed because I only had one chest remaining in Stillwoods.
Oh
I was
yeah,
like, the fire rod is not going to be in there,
trolly.
is it?
Yeah, very trolly location.
And then I blind pulled the pedestal, I found the fire rod, and I was like, I am so much behind right now.
Our thoughts exactly when you, because we knew you were gonna pull it like right before you got to pedestal. So
yeah, even with you clearing out the pedestal seeds or the pendant dungeons, you were still a little bit ahead. The big key was that JJ died in Meyer, and then he died trying to get to Mothula, and he left those. So if JJ hadn't died in Meyer the first time, you would be going to Turtle Rock at about the same time. And he also did Tower Room before checking the rest of right side, because he figured he was behind, which was correct, but so he was gambling on that.
Judging by the seed, I would not be surprised if it wasn't Tower Room, to be honest.
Yeah, and he got a really good Aga 2 fight just now. So he won't be too far behind in the seed. But yeah, you pretty much 100% of the seed. The only thing that's left, I think, is the Tower Room and the tablets.
The only thing I didn't do indeed is the tablets, then Fat Fairy, because T-Rock was Crystal 6.
Oh yeah,
and
still Fat Fairy.
I didn't do Spike Cave, it's only overworld location.
I think
Spike
you didn't
Cave
do
was 3 bombs or something. Yeah. Oh, you didn't cash in Green Pendant.
Nope, because I was like, let's just get the blind pedestal out of the way, and then I found Fire Rod. I was like, nah, let's not do that.
And even funnier, you and him pulled the.
You dug up Bombos at the exact same time.
Yeah, I think you had completed Ice Palace like maybe a minute or two before JJ, but you checked the powder first, and he finished, and you both went right to the shovel spot and dug up Bombos for go mode at the same time. It was funny.
That is quite nice, though.
Yeah, then he checked powder. He went through Turtle Rock a little bit faster because he skipped a lot of the chests that you checked. But yeah, doing the Tower Room is kind of what put him way too far back. But it was mostly the fact that he just died on Meyer. He died on Meyer. He was trying to do Fighter Sword. No, he was trying to do Master Sword. No, I think it was Fighter Sword the first time. Yeah, and he had potions, but he just took a Vitreous Hug and it killed him.
Yeah, I had the same. I went Meyer with Fighter Sword and arrows only, and I was like at 4 hearts and green mail. But yeah, then I just died. It was like, okay, I got the 2 items there. I'll just get back when I got more stuff.
Yeah, there were some deaths in the seed because they expected you to go into Meyer and the Skull and Thieves Town with not much and just finish it. And
yeah, you both would have went to G Tower with just a Fighter Sword if you didn't go into Pendant Swamp.
Yeah, indeed. And I still wonder where the last sword upgrade was, because like I said, there's only 3 chests or 4 chests which I haven't checked, so...
Yeah.
I think it's probably actually, with the book, it'd probably be at the tablet.
Yeah, the book was just the most trolly thing ever. I mean, both of us, just me and the blind pulling the pedestal and then getting the book at validation chest just to rub it in.
Yeah, he left Evestown after he got the items, and same with Desert and Swamp. So you were definitely more efficient because you did a lot more stuff than he did. But even with that, you were quite a bit ahead. Just you definitely were doing the later dungeons a lot faster. And this fight's a little bit harder for him. He didn't get the torch glitch, but he's going to be done now, and it's going to be just about 7 minutes behind.
Pretty good race for complete everything seed. He finishes with an SRL time of 2:11:06. GG.
Good game.
Yeah, close race, but aside from not finding fire out of Skull was the first time you went in there. I think you played the seed pretty well. The death that Vitreous accepted, your execution was pretty good. You just that one thing, not finding that fire.
It was just hard to stay alive early on. Too many fighter sword and.
Well, the worst part was at the start of the race, we were actually trolling with DT, like, okay, give me an Aghanim required seed with pedestal and everything. Then we get this.
Yeah. Well, it started out trolling because the cape was on the lumberjack.
Well, I actually thought that early game was extremely good. I mean, I got
it was really
cleared like 40 minutes into or something, and then it just went completely haywire with the fire rod.
Yeah, you had after doing Eastern and Pod, it was like, oh, I can do all 3 Pindit dungeons right now, and nothing else. So, what's going on with this seed? Because it was early on you had Hera. The funny part was you went to Eastern instead of sequence breaking up to Death Mountain, and JJ sequence broke, so he couldn't get the flippers out of Hera for a long time.
Oh, that's rough.
Which we thought was actually going to work out for him because Swamp Palace only had that sword. So maybe he was just going to fake flipper to Ice Palace and find Bombos through there. But he did end up finding the flippers and going through Swamp. So actually Swamp was more or less not required, although the Master Sword definitely did help.
Yeah, well, if you went right side first with the small keys you found, then you would have only gotten Fighter Sword if you didn't go Swamp.
Yeah, it would have been rough to go through and be like, oh, well, I hope there's a sword upgrade in here, because if there's not, I need to go into Swamp and try to find it or something.
Yeah, indeed. But all in all, I thought the seat was pretty fun. I mean, it was a nice challenge, just doing nearly 90% low percent, so...
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty fun to watch.
But just out of curiosity, when did he find the fire rod? Did he go into Swamp Street?
Yeah, he found it very quickly, and he tried
to get him in, right?
He tried to do Macula right away, and he died. He didn't die. He took a lot of hits trying to get the. He was trying to save his magic, and he took hits getting the key from the mummy in the second to last room or third to last room, and he went down a couple of hearts, so he just left. So he has to go back and do that later.
And JJ's here with us to talk about the seed. Hey JJ, congratulations on the run. And JJ's here with us.
It was a close race.
The seed. Hey JJ, congratulations.
Yeah, I'm sure you have. I'm sure you were disappointed with some of those deaths.
Mainly just
I'm sure you have.
One in Meyer got me pretty
I'm sure you were
good.
disappointed with some. Yeah, you guys. Were you expecting you got hit and you're like, oh, I didn't have that much health?
To be honest, I thought I was in not enough distance to get hit, and then by the time I got hit, I was like, well, I'm dead.
Yeah, it turns out if you had finished Meyer right there, you would have been really close because. Kind of as you were fighting Vitreous, he was heading to Turtle Rock. You actually both found Bombos at the exact same time.
Oh, wow.
So if you had finished Meyer earlier, you would have been off to Turtle Rock at around the same time with the same build. So it would have been really close. Looked like he had kind of an easy... He had a better Gannis Tower. He didn't check Tower Room. Did you check Tower Room because you thought you were behind?
At that point, I figured, well, if it's in Tower Room, it saves a few seconds. If it's not, well, at this point, I did think I was behind.
Yeah. You both thought you were behind. Xirtanul actually pulled the pedestal. He finished the pendant dungeons while he was in there, and he blind pulled the pedestal for only a heart piece.
Yeah, I'd already decided this run with how it was looking. I was not going to even think pedestal, and if it was, I would just lose.
Yeah.
Well, that was a close race. I think you know, there's some things to take away from the seed, but I thought you played pretty well, and unfortunately, that death in Mire really cost you. That's usually what it comes down to in a lot of these races, right? Just one unfortunate death, one bad routing mistake can cost you.
Yeah, sort of unfortunate just having a fighter sword most of the race.
What did you think when you went up to Hera basement and you got those flippers?
I was like, well, I fake flippered everything else just a second ago, so it means I need to go to swamp or ice. And I gambled swamp because I thought I was behind.
All right, yeah. Actually, he didn't have the fire rod, so he didn't go into ice. He had missed the fire rod when he in his first trip to Skull Woods. He didn't check that vanilla big key chest, so he didn't have the fire rod until way late. So if you would have skipped swamp, you could have gotten there a little faster. Of course, you would have only had the Master Sword for Ganon. So I don't know how comfortable you are with that fight on Master Sword.
My biggest issue was when I got into GT, I realized I had 2 arrows.
Yeah,
I had the exact same. I think I only had 6.
So I was like, I have to find arrows while doing this. So I decided not to do the right side on purpose to try and find arrows.
Yeah, you both had to, because you both tried the bow strats on Vitreous, and that really depleted your arrow count. But luckily Silvers came in, so you didn't need that many arrows the entire way.
Yeah, but it was still very tight on arrows. Thankfully, I got through it, but
Yeah, I don't know how many arrows you finished with.
I had about, I think, 10.
So it looked like in chests on the stats screen, Xirtanul had 181 and JJU had 143. So Xirtanul definitely cleared a lot more of the seed than you did.
Yeah, missing those flippers was probably a big deal because I didn't have a way to go to swamp, or I didn't want to sequence break to ice, not knowing if I needed to go there early or not.
Yeah, that's one of those things where it's rough to be like, oh, I should fake flip to ice, and it's like, well, maybe what I need is in swamp, and then I don't have to full clear.
Especially when it's a medallion that could be anywhere.
Yeah, so I'm sure once you's like, oh, it's a medallion. Well, of course it's a pedestal seed. Look at these pendant dungeons we have. It's desert and thieves and swamp. Obviously, medallion, pendant's gotta be something good.
Yeah, I honestly thought that because I think as soon as we went up to Death Mountain, we already had the hammer, hook shot, and flippers. At least at Death Mountain, we found flippers and mirrors. So it was like, okay, we can do swamp right off the bat.
Yeah, that's what we were all thinking. And so once Xirtanul found the flippers, I was like, oh no, something's going to be in swamp, and JJ is going to be behind really bad. Like you're going to have, something really important. Your Bombos will be in swamp, and then it's going to be over. But it wasn't, and it was actually really close.
Yeah, I kind of, if you probably noticed when I got the fire rod, I literally just kind of paused for like 10 seconds going, am I going to try this fight?
Yeah, I don't know if I would have tried that either, but it's a tough fight, especially early on.
Yeah, Fighter Sword Green Mail Motula is not the thing you would actually like to see.
No.
But you gave a good effort.
Yeah, I'd say a good game, JJ.
Yeah, good game, guys.
And good luck in your next few matches.
Yep, I still have a chance to make it. I just got to win all 3 of them.
Yeah. It's only the first match of the dang tour. So long way to go.
Look at it positive. I mean, the seeds can't possibly get any worse than this.
You never want to say that.
Especially from an execution standpoint, probably.
It was not a very comfortable seed.
No, definitely not.
Without Death in Mire, I could have had a chance. But I knew when I died, I was like, well, I just gotta hope something silly happened.
Yeah. If it's something silly, it's usually gonna happen. Anyway, good game, guys, and like Jack said, good luck on the rest of your matches.
No good. No problem, man.
Yeah, thanks for hosting, commentating, and viewing.
Yeah, that was fun. Definitely keep doing it. So thanks everybody for tuning in, and make sure you stay tuned to Randomizer, Mania, and Speed Gaming for both the main and the secondary tournaments. Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, take care.